guess you know now. Baby, I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down. Baby, we took a trip, now we on your block and it's like a ghost town. Baby.
Alright. Hey guys, it's your girl Dia.
Shelby.
And we're back with more Reddit stories. But first, we're gonna talk a little bit more about ourselves.
Why?
I don't know. And I think we're just gonna go right into it because I didn't prepare anything for before this Reddit story.
Honestly.
Alright, so how do I, 21 male, break up with my long-term girlfriend, 21 female, who has done nothing wrong? I love my girlfriend, but I think it's time to end things. Too long didn't read at the end. My girlfriend has done nothing wrong, and that's probably why this is hard. We dated for 2 years through high school. We took a 6-month break, then got back together. We've been together for another 2.5 years to 3 years at this point. This is by far not the main reasoning of why I feel this way, but during our break, she moved on very fast. I moved on too, but not as fast. I tried to forgive her for it, understanding it was out of pain and honesty, and honestly don't feel mad about it anymore, but it still wears on me. She also wants to get married soon, and I don't even want to get married for several years, not at least until I'm closer to 30. She's told me several times that she doesn't want to wait that long, and I feel bad for making her wait. We talked about this 1.5 years ago and decided within 2 years we'd break up or be thinking about marriage. I love her so much that I can't even put it into words. And I think that's why I've been putting this off and giving it every chance I can. However, I don't feel happy. I miss being single at times. We also don't have sex as much as oh my god. We also don't have sex as much as I'd like, and I try to get over it since I don't want to break up solely on that, but sex drive differences really do matter. And when it's another factor in a choice like this, I want to take all pros and cons. She's done nothing wrong in our relationship, and we have difference on hobbies, but other than that, we get along great. Easily best friends and tell each other everything. I just hate that it's come to this, and my heart tells me not to do this, but my brain is telling me I know it needs to happen. How do you even explain this to someone who treated you so good? I know most posts go unnoticed, but any advice can/will help. Just not wanting to hurt her. I love her.
Honestly, to me, it seems like he's already made his decision.
Honestly, yeah. I feel like, because I have my own personal experience with a guy being like, the sex is not enough.
But again, instead of...
But just be
saying
honest
that, have
with
a conversation.
Her. Like, as adults, sit down, have a conversation. It's not that hard. Like, I think the hardest thing is, like, knowing that the other person hasn't done anything wrong makes it harder to like, sit down and be like, I think we need to break up. But it's necessary because then if you kind of like sit and hold on to a relationship where it's not going to go anywhere for either of you, you're going to end up resenting that person.
I mean,
and
it might
happens
be
a lot.
It might be, for her, she might be like, oh, this is amazing. But he clearly said that he is not happy.
Yeah. If you're not happy,
if you're not happy, just be honest with her. Just be like, listen, it's not working.
So we're going to look at the comments because our comments weren't working last time. But now we're going to look at the comments and see what people have to say. So this first one says, start by being honest. Explain you love her but want different things. You don't want marriage so young and you don't want her to keep her waiting because it's not fair to her and it's not fair to you if you feel obligated to fast forward your timeline. You feel like you make good friends but that's not all you want, etc. Basically everything in your post. And regardless, it's going to hurt. She will be upset, but you can minimize the hurt by making it about you and your needs rather than any of her potential shortcomings, if that makes sense.
I like that one.
Yeah. This one says, I'm sorry, but it seems you can't have it both ways. It will hurt her, but you have to be honest about where your head is at. Otherwise, you will be unhappy for the foreseeable future. It's okay that the relationship has maybe run its course. And this one added, and if OP does not break off the relationship, it will result in both of them being miserable. Don't drag it out and don't be cruel about it. That's all you can do. This one's a long one.
That is too long. Do not read that.
I hit it.
Oh, no. Good. No, don't read that. Shit is long as hell.
Let's see. Other ones. This one's long, but this one said, like, lot of people are just kind of like saying like, be honest with her.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do. Just be honest with her. I don't understand why.
And you know, I was in a similar situation in my past relationship where I felt like we just didn't want the same things at the same times anymore. And I was like, I don't want you to fast forward your life to please me, and I'm not gonna pause my timeline for you. And that's why I ended that relationship for the most part. And even this one person, she said, my now soon to be ex-husband and I were in this place. He accelerated his timeline to be closer to mine, and the resentment from that over the next 6 years is what led to our current impending divorce. Don't make that mistake.
Yeah, don't rush into it.
Because, like, if you're not, like, if you know you're not ready, then you're not ready. But you also shouldn't force someone to wait for you to be ready.
Yeah.
And it's like, I've always said, like, you know, I'm going to do what I want regardless. And that was something that I told my ex a lot. Like, you know, if I'm going to have kids, I want to have kids, like, in the next 5 years.
With or without you.
It's going to be with or without you. So you can either, like...
get on board, or...
you can either be ready for it, or you can't, like, you're not ready. If you're not ready, you're not ready. I'm not going to force you, obviously. But it's like, it's compromises, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
This one is... how do I, 25 female, move forward after I caught my boyfriend, 34 male, sexting multiple women?
Multiple women is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Alright. Yesterday I found out that he was cheating on me. I saw the flirtatious and sexual messages. I saw photographs wearing underwear that I was with him when he bought it. In the apartment we live in together. Multiple women. One of his junior coworkers talked about sleeping with her when he was on duty for 1 to 2 days a week. The girl was trying to be in a relationship with him because she thought he was such a good man. They eventually tried to cut it off until she proposed being... what the fuck is happening here?
What?
An FWB.
Friends with benefits?
Ew. Don't do that. Never do that shit.
It's only okay if it's, like, mutual on both sides.
Yeah.
If it's not, then
But
don't do it.
Motherfucker's in a whole other relationship.
Yeah, that's not okay. Not okay.
Their conversations looked like he gave in to the idea. All of these women were being led on by the thought of him being with them. They had no idea he was in a committed she said committed relationship. Committed, he says. He constantly tells me out of the blue how grateful he is for me, how much he loves me, how excited he is to have a future with me. I met his parents multiple times at all the major holidays. He was receiving nude photos and having sexual conversations throughout all of this.
Oh, wow.
He never told them to stop because he was in a happy relationship like he constantly told me he was. He dragged them along.
I hate men.
For entertainment. To think that I really daydreamed about the moment I could tell this man he was going to be a father, about growing old and building our porch swing together. I really fucking trusted this man with my heart, with all of me. He repeatedly talks about getting married and how he has to come home to meet my father before he deploys in the fall because he wants to propose ASAP.
Wait, is her husband in the military? Or boyfriend?
I don't know. It seems like her father, before he deploys in the fall.
No, I think
boyfriend is in the military.
Yeah, I think boyfriend's in the military because it says before he deploys, he wants to propose ASAP.
Okay. He
Red
even brought a ring.
Red flags.
He seemed so genuine, like he really knew what he wanted.
He's just doing it for the fucking benefits because he knows he's gonna get more if he get married.
He made me feel safe and secure. He used the word, he used the if you need a reason to feel safe, there's a ring on the way. Did that make sense to you?
I'm sorry. This man said, if you need a reason to feel safe, just know there's a ring coming.
Remember that I only want you. He used that phrase a few times to make me feel better when I felt off. I've had a gut feeling that something isn't right for months. I brought up cheating and being exclusive, and he's aware of the effects of what past trauma has on me. He even told me he was cheated on and an ex-girlfriend was sending lingerie photos to other men and he left her for it.
So then how you gonna do the same thing to another person? No. No.
Wait, I lost my place. Okay, found it. Every time I mentioned being untrusting and fearful, he reassured me that I will always be enough for him. I would rub the skin off my dick before I even considered that.
All right. See, that would be enough for me to know he's cheating.
Right.
Because once a man starts saying, oh, I could never cheat on you. If I cheat on you, I would kill my... No, you're cheating. Because why would you say that?
Because why would you say that?
Why would you say that? Just say, I could never cheat on you. Just leave it at that. You don't need to be like, I would kill myself.
I'll chuck off my own dick.
Like, no, you wouldn't. Relax. Relax.
Before I ever considered that, and how I was his home.
That's also red flags.
Yeah. He has sent nude, half-naked, even videos of him fondling himself to other women to reply to their photos and or messages. He even sent them at work in his office in his uniform.
Yeah, he's in the army. I would send that shit to his superior and be like, you want to know what your sergeant's doing on duty?
Look, this you?
Like, that's your office, right?
Right. You should take care of that.
Side eye.
Side eye.
Like,
he even specifically said he didn't mess around with people he worked with because he thought it was stupid. He said while talking about other coworkers who are dating each other that they need to realize that people exist off that boat. Off the boat.
Oh, maybe he's Marines.
I don't know.
Because, you know, Marines is like the
yeah,
ocean.
I know, but...
Continue.
I read messages between him and a junior sailor talking about sneakily finding unoccupied spaces, including his office on the boat Marines, while they're on duty to fuck.
Beat his ass.
I wish I wouldn't have read so much detail about how he considered betraying me. He tells me about work every day when he comes home. He would ask for, even demand nude photos from women in a flirtatious way, and they would oblige, all while he was / is with me. I am gut-wrenched. I found everything... This is long as fuck.
You the one that chose it? I can't read long comments, but she can read a long-ass post.
Okay, that was... Shut up. I found everything after we talked about how I felt like something was wrong and I couldn't explain what. My gut felt so off. I asked him to look through his phone. He was with me when I found everything and was explaining everything when I found it. The reason he provided...
I'm sorry. I'm imagining her going through his phone and seeing like a dick pic sent to another girl. She's like, what's this? Bro, it wasn't even like that. It wasn't even like that. I had like a weird wart and I just wanted to get a second opinion.
Right.
On like whether or not I should go to the doctor. Just go to the doctor.
Right. And I'm sitting right next to you. Why wouldn't you ask me?
No, literally. Like, I'm your partner?
Right. You're gonna ask some random ass bitch?
Side eye.
There's no excuse for what I was doing. It was wrong. And he was apologetic and seemed remorseful. He keeps telling me how ashamed he is because he let it get to the extent of that it did. He swears nothing physically ever happened. He cried with me.
He definitely fucked
listen, he's crying because his ass got caught. He got caught and he's like, shit. Day 2, since discovering, he just sits with me while I'm processing. He doesn't pressure me. He tries to ask me about how I'm feeling / what I'm thinking and talking with me about it. He answers my questions. He's sharing space with me. He asked me if I'd be interested in couples counseling. I said yes.
She is better than me because she said she asked her.
No, he asked her.
He asked her how she was doing. I would have been like, I want to kill you.
He asked, would she be interesting in
No, I understand that. First of all, I wouldn't have made it that far because as soon as he said, are you okay?
I wouldn't have
I'm about
responded.
to kill you.
I would have just looked at him with the
I'm going to kill you.
Dirtiest look in existence.
Like.
Disgusting.
Like, why are you
And he laid down with me in bed and we looked up different.
She laid in the same bed as him. Oh, Lord, I'm going to pray for this girl. I don't even pray.
Not even religious.
Not even really. I'm gonna pray for her though, because she let that man lay down next to her.
She needs it.
He needs to be
looked
on
at
the
different
porch.
girl.
He don't deserve the couch. He deserves the porch.
He don't even deserve the porch. Honestly,
he can be on the sidewalk because that's public property.
Get off my property. Oh my goodness. We looked at different therapists on the site. He found and choose who do we want to book a session with. While I was laying next to him, I told him how I put a lot of emphasis on him leading our relationship in terms of being the head of the household. How I see him as the masculine, empowered, authoritative figure while I'm supporting, protective, and nurturing our family. No kids, just dogs. But I asked him, where do you lead from? Whether it's spiritually, etc. Where do you lead from within yourself to be sure you're going down the right path? I didn't demand an answer. I just told him to sit with the question and think about it. Later that night, he came into the bathroom. Okay. After being in the shower for about 30 minutes, sitting in the tub, letting the hot water run all over me. He started to trace his fingers on my back. Don't touch me. He said, I thought about what you asked me. I thought about it and I have your answer.
No.
Oh,
because that man would
God.
have lost a finger.
Oh my God. And asked what he could do to help. He told me he wanted to start going to church and establish this routine for us. He wants us to get a better moral code and be a better man.
See, the fact that
He said he wants us? Nigga, you!
But not only that, but like, I feel like anytime a man starts going to church, that's when it gets worse. Cause them church men.
Girl, I'm telling you from experience.
Like for real, side eye, because the minute he said I'm going to church, I was like, no, this is
this is.
If I had made it as far as she did, we're not even together at this point. You want to start going to church?
Nah. Update. Y'all gave me the support I needed. I value myself and what I can offer too much to give it to someone who's already shown that they don't deserve it. Thank you, Redditors, for being you. This
conflicted about what? That's like when you tell it's like when you tell your homegirl like about how you about to take that man back after y'all broke up 7 times because he keeps cheating on you. You keep going back. He's like, I feel conflicted because I love him. Conflicted?
What? Like
about what?
Bitch.
Be fucking for real.
You're conflicted about what? When the next time it'll happen? Who with and why?
Who with and why is crazy. He's like, it's not even a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
When, where, how, why, and how. Thank God you've only been together 8 months and not married. Get out.
Elvis on Get Out.
You'll never feel fully comfortable with him after this. You'll constantly replay those images and videos in your head. You've seen just how manipulative he can be, talking about how work was every day while he was busy sexting with other women. He claims it was nothing physical. Why would you believe him when he lied about so much? I'm so sorry this happened to you. Unfortunately, it's quite common with military men. Trust your gut.
Yeah, military men is a red flag.
She's like, you dump him.
Because you know him for 2 minutes.
You dump him.
But like, you know military man for 2 minutes, and I'm like, I was really thinking, I have a crazy idea. We should go to Vegas and get married right now.
Get out my face.
Like, I've known you for like 2 minutes. Like, on the first day, they'd be like, well, it'd be kind of crazy if we got married right now. Like, y'all are not that desperate for benefits.
No.
For some benefits?
I don't even know your middle name, sir. You need to relax.
Don't even know the last name. Forget the middle name. All you know, you address him as like Jack. And that's it. Like, all you know his name is Jack.
That's the name that you came up with.
That's the first thing that came to my head.
Oh my God. Please read it. I'm not reading. These comments are long as hell.
Okay. So, I, 23 female, found my boyfriend, 25 male, Grindr account after 2.5 years together. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the first thing that comes to my mind when I read that was, how do you marry a woman and then turn around and let a man bend you over? I ain't doing anybody bending me over. Oh, so you doing the bending? Okay, so
oh shit.
I, 23 female, and my boyfriend, 25 male, have been together for 2.5 years. We moved in together 7 months ago, and everything has been great. Last night, he fell asleep with his phone unlocked, watching Netflix as he usually does. I don't know what made me do it, but I looked through his phone and found a Grindr account where he has been active for the last 6 months. Some of the conversation included sexting and sending pictures, and a few spoke about meeting to hook up. There were 2 guys who he clearly met up with, and I was so shocked and woke him up to ask him about it. He confirmed everything and told me that
I'm sorry, she woke him up. She said, I got some questions you need to answer.
Because it's important. Because I know sis would have been laying in bed. She would have been like,
what you mean? What is this?
He confirmed everything and told me that he had been confused about his sexuality for a while now. He thinks he might be bisexual, but insists he would never want a relationship with a guy. I am so hurt and confused as to how I feel. On one hand, I sympathize with him and understand how difficult the situation would be for him, but on the other hand, I can't get over what I've read and knowing he has essentially been cheating on me for 6 months. He insists he loves me and wants to be with me, but somehow that makes it worse. Why did he feel the need to explore sexuality if he was happy in our relationship? This is a question a lot of y'all need to be asking yourselves.
What was the question again?
Why did he feel the need to explore his sexuality if he was happy in our relationship?
True.
Why didn't he come to me and tell me how he was feeling, and we could have come to a solution? I love him so much and really envisioned us spending the rest of our life together. We were even planning to move to a different country together, but I don't know if I can get past this. So the first comment, just immediately, just because it was a dude doesn't make it okay.
Right.
So do what you would do if you were seeing another woman. Someone else said, he hasn't essentially been cheating, and being bi doesn't give you a free pass for the same gender as you.
Yeah.
He got physical gratification from someone who wasn't you. That's cheating. This one said, my first concern here is your physical health. Maybe he will say he had safe encounters and mean it, but I personally don't trust someone who cheats, to be honest, about how risky the sex they engaged in was. Seek STI testing if you're intimate with each other and don't already get if you don't already, get regularly tested. The next step is figuring out how you can move forward from this. Take your time, because this is a huge thing to learn about. Can you continue the relationship after learning that he was willing to hide this from you? What can you do to regain your trust, if anything? What new boundaries will be discussed because of this? And you might oscillate between forgiving and not forgiving him. You might need to discuss and rediscuss certain topics. He might find himself answering the same questions over again or needing to repeat reassurances. It's fine to do this because it will help you sort out the dissonance that occurs when someone you trust deeply breaks that trust. It will be tough to talk through it, but talking through it with raw honesty and curiosity and a bit of emotional restraint is a good way to process this. Therapy could help if you have access to it.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, literally.
That is insane.
And a lot of it's just cheating is cheating.
Cheating is cheating. If you were so happy as he said he was,
why did you feel the need to kind of like go out and explore it?
And if you felt that way, why not come to her and say, hey, I think I might be bi, and this is how I'm feeling.
Right.
Y'all could have had a conversation about it.
It's not that hard.
It's not.
Like, I came out to my partner in maybe like a month or two into our relationship. I was like, just so you know, I'm bi, but I don't be going around.
But you're not gonna go around like
and being like, damn, let me get your number. Like, I don't be doing that. Like,
I'm fucking dead. I have this one. I, 21 female, found out that my boyfriend, 28 male, is leading a double life with his girlfriend of 8 years. 27 female.
Having a double life at 28 is fucking crazy. You're still young. That's that shit is reserved for men in their 40s and 50s.
Even they shouldn't be doing that.
I mean, they shouldn't, but I'm just saying, usually when someone leads a double life, they're in their 40s, 50s, career established, got 2 kids with one girl, 1 kid with another one.
Stop. This sounds like Haitian dads. They come from Haiti. Have a whole wife and kids in Haiti, and then talking about, I want to be married to you. I want you to have my kids.
That's
sir,
not
you
how
have
that
a whole family.
Whole family. Go be with your family.
Ain't no fucking way.
Your
But
family wants you. I don't.
so I'm heartbroken. I don't even know what to do in this situation. I live with my boyfriend, James for the story, and we have been dating for 6 months. I know that's not much of time, but we were talking for over a year, and he told me that he didn't have a girlfriend because they broke up 2 months before we went on our first date. Today I woke up with an Instagram DM asking me if I know James and if he was cheating on his longtime girlfriend. I live with the man and I'm so confused. So I pressed on for more information.
How do you live full time with someone and you have a whole committed, like, what? I don't understand how. How do you live part time in someone's house, bro?
Yo, and it turns out I'm the other woman.
You know, there was the movie The Other Woman, where she was like in a whole relationship with a man. She went to this man's house because she was like, oh, he had his pipes burst, so she went to be like a sexy plumber. And then his wife opened the door. She was like, hello. And she was like, oh. She was like, oh, this is the wrong house. She was like, oh, who are you looking for? And she was like, I was looking for Mark. And she was like, Mark lives here. And she was like, wrong Mark. I'm looking for the other Mark across the street.
Right.
And she was like, but there's no other Mark.
Ma'am, I just gotta go. Please.
And then she broke the lady's pot outside her house by accident because she fell backwards and her heel broke, and then she pushed you know, like when rich people, they have those giant ass vases outside their door. Yeah. And she pushed it over by accident and she fell, and then she's like, oh my God, are you okay? She's like, I'm good.
She's stressed out right now. She gotta go. She gotta go call Mark and be like, hey, yo, what the fuck? Oh, so I pressed on for more information. Turns out I'm the other woman. I feel disgusting and used, and he was perfect and did everything right. Now I know it was a facade. I had proof, and I went and confronted him about it, and he just looked at me, stupid, and said he wanted to break up with her sooner, but he is scared of her doing something stupid. They have been sleeping together the entire time. I felt disgusting, and I want to vomit. He's been gone for 3 hours to talk to her, and I don't know what to do.
They're having sex. Because breaking up with someone takes 2 minutes.
We're done.
Open the door. Hello?
It's over.
It's over. Why did I do that? I look like a Disney Channel character. They'd be like, it's over.
No, but what the fuck?
No, he definitely went to go have sex with her.
He did.
He's like, she's a little upset right now. I'm gonna go have sex with this one, and then I'll come back. I'm gonna dick her down good, and it's gonna be
this
okay.
one says he's probably not talking to her.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
he's just avoiding dealing with you. What you do is pack his shit up and throw it outside, or at most give it to a mutual friend. Never talk to him again.
Literally.
Oh my God, girl, kick him out. He gotta go. He got
to go. Okay, this will be the last one. I, 32 male, cheated on my wife, 35 female, by watching porn. Trust is gone. Wife wants a divorce.
For watching porn?
For watching porn.
Okay.
My wife and I have been together for over 8 years, married for almost 5 of them. We have a 3-year-old, and our second child is on the way. Overall, we have a strong, loving, healthy, and honest relationship. My wife once got upset when I admitted I still watch porn, and she told me that watching porn is the same as cheating to her. I understood where she was coming from, and I stopped watching porn for however long. Mm-hmm. We have an active sex life, but eventually I started masturbating to porn again on off days. Off days. For better or worse...
He's like every night.
For better or worse, enough time had passed where I lost sight of the fact that me watching porn was like cheating to her, and it really just became routine without much thought. I say this only to clarify that I wasn't actively thinking about what watching porn means to her and was doing it anyway. The subject of porn recently came up, and I admitted I still watch porn, therefore to her I have cheated on her. While I've been wired, right or wrong, for many years to think that porn is normal and that watching porn is not the same as cheating, I understand my wife's perspective, and if she views it as cheating, then I respect that. I know I'm in the wrong, and I have no excuses. I'm genuinely sorry, and I know I need to be better. I have apologized and asked for a second chance, but my wife doesn't accept my apology and doesn't want to give me a second chance. I take full accountability for not committing myself enough the first time around when this came up to eliminating porn from my life, but I am now trying out the Quitzilla app to help break this habit in the same way someone might try to break the habit of smoking. I have also joined the porn-free subreddit, and I'm very committed right now to breaking this habit, and I genuinely think a porn-free life would be better for my own self anyway. I love my wife very much, and I know she loves me very much. She's my best friend, and there's nobody I would rather go through the ups and downs of life with. We have a really special thing going on here with our relationship and our growing family, and the last thing I want to do is mess this up. I know she's pregnant and her emotions may be more sensitive, but I do believe that she would still have the same stance even if she wasn't pregnant. And I understand, especially because my wife once had a 7-year serious relationship and by being cheated on, and so this is a trigger for her. Right now, my wife can't see past the fact that I cheated on her by watching porn. She doesn't want me anymore. She sees our marriage is done, and even mentioned divorce. Perhaps her emotions are running high, and time will heal this, but she has enough on her plate right now that she doesn't need this now. We've always had a relationship that was as open and honest as could be, but she now feels like her trust for me is gone. The only reason she knows this is because I was honest with her, but she's always upset that I had to come out in conversation instead of me directly telling her when I first slipped up. I'm a very honest person. Our relationship had been great. We've never had a serious issue that we didn't make grammar? And we never had a serious issue that made us stronger. Therefore, deep down inside, I do feel confident in this issue fixing itself over time. I'm patient and don't intend to rush a resolution for this faster than she is comfortable with. However, along the way, I would like to push the right buttons to make her feel better about us, feel better about being enough for me, and that I don't need porn, prove I'm committed to eliminating porn from my life, and help get us sustainably back on track. Does anyone have any recommendations toward rectifying the situation?
I can't help you, babes.
I
don't know.
I guess I don't fully understand, like, the whole, like, watching porn is cheating thing, because I feel like porn is, like, a healthy thing, and I think it's healthy to, like, explore yourself sexually.
Yeah.
Like, obviously you should explore your partner sexually, but, like, exploring yourself sexually is, like, very important, and I think a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah.
And so, like, they go into these relationships with, like, high expectations for, like, sex and everything, and then they're often let down because they haven't had the time to, like, fully discover themselves and know exactly what they're like. I'm trying to find, like, not so long one. You knew how it would make her feel, how she felt about it, and why, yet you still did it. You think you can now go porn-free and say, hey, look, I'm better now, I won't do that again. Don't you get it? She's checked out since in her eyes. You cheated. That's serious stuff. The way you talk about it is very clear that you don't truly understand the gravity of what you've done. Put it this way, your wife was very vulnerable and shared with you what previously happened to her, how she'd be devastated for you to do the same to her, and you still did. You can't come back from that. She said the word divorce, and you still don't get it. But I also
don't think that's like a divorce thing, though.
I don't know. Maybe like a counseling thing, if you really truly believe that
go to
porn
like
is
a marriage,
cheating, like
marriage
go to a
counselor
marriage counselor
and talk
but
about
divorce over porn, especially when it sounds like he has like a very healthy relationship with porn too. It's not like every minute, every day he's like watching porn or something. He's like does it maybe
like 50 times a day, like I don't know.
Someone said I'd want a divorce too if my wife called watching porn cheating. Yeah. That's
insane.
I don't know, man.
I don't know either. I can't help with that one.
Maybe she doesn't need to be in a relationship if she thinks porn is cheating.
Right?
I don't know. That's just me, though. That's just me.
True.
Do we have time for one more?
I don't know.
We've been recording for half an hour.
Oh. Ew, that was disgusting.
It was.
Oh my gosh.
I guess we can just debrief the stories that we read today.
Sure.
So I guess moral of the story.
Be honest.
Be honest.
Don't do no stupid shit.
If your boyfriend tells you that he's been cheating on you and you're the side piece, leave.
Dip. You know what? Don't leave. Take his shit out. Kick him out. He can go.
Leave the relationship.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah, but kick him out.
I know, but all you have to do is leave the relationship. I wouldn't even give him his stuff back. I'd burn it.
Not burn it.
Burn.
Where?
Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Burn, baby, burn.
Nah, but leave.
If you're,
and I feel like yours was maybe the relationship that was longest. like they've been together for a while.
Yeah.
The ones I've read, they're like 6 months, 8 months.
If you
like, you can leave like
Just
6 months,
leave.
8 months. I know some people, like, when they love hard and stuff like that, so they fall really hard. You didn't need to do that to yourself.
I did. I did.
Like, you fall hard, so like 6-8 months to you feels like a lot, but
it's really not. Like, when you put it in the grand scheme of things,
it's not.
6 to 8 months versus 6 to 8 years.
It's not. You can leave.
It's
you
okay.
Don't have to stay.
We promise.
He
It's okay.
cheated.
Just leave.
He
just
cheated.
leave.
He cheated.
He's not gonna come for you.
He not.
Mm.
Don't be like that girl in the last episode.
Which one?
The boyfriend was cheating, and she was like, "It's okay," because she knew, and then he still was like, "I want to break up."
Oh yeah. That still is crazy. Like, imagine your partner cheat on you, and you're like, "Oh, it's okay. I forgive you," and then he's like,
"Okay, but I don't want you though."
"Like, we're breaking up now."
I would have
Murder.
Yo,
Double homicide.
I just killed my ex. Not the best idea. His new girlfriend's next. How'd I get here?
We're toxic as shit. Why were we smiling singing that?
Oh my goodness.
But anyways, that's gonna be all the time we have for today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to share with your friends. And don't forget to share your stories with us. I'm gonna make sure that the email address that we created so that you can send in your own submissions for your own advice, or if you want to just tell a story, or you want us to tell your story for you, that'll be in the description down below. Don't forget to link your favorite Reddit stories too so that we can react to those. We love reacting to stuff. If you could see us on a regular day, this is 10% of us on a regular day.
Like 10? That's being generous. Please. Oh, baby bump.
I can't. All right. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Once again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys in our next video.
Bye.
Bye.
Sometimes you cry, but I guess you know now. Baby, I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down. Baby, we took a trip, now we on your block and it's